episode 6, and I'm not as far forward as I wanted to be. I thought it'd be a lot further forward, but life got in the way. Life's my excuse. Life is what stops me doing stuff. I haven't got time to do this because is my catchphrase. And one of the reasons I've got out of being healthy is because life. I have a business I run. I've got a 8-9-week-old at home. Stuff I try and do. I do a lot of networking for my business. I've just come off a 1-hour Facebook live stream. It's 9:15 at night, but it's a Tuesday, and I am 4 days late for doing this because of life. Life is my excuse, and I need to stop using it as an excuse. I shared an update on Facebook last week, I think it was, about a setting in your iPhone. You go to settings, battery, and you can see how long you've spent on certain apps. And I'd spent 4 hours on Facebook in a 24-hour period. So I can find 4 hours to go on Facebook, but I can't find 20 minutes to do some exercise. So I'm calling bullshit on that excuse. Down here is my calendar. Today is Tuesday the 19th, it's 6:15. Tomorrow morning I don't have anything on until, in fact I don't have any appointments until 2:30 in the afternoon. So at 8 o'clock, Todd, workout. Now, I'm very aware that in my head now, I didn't think this. Something's popped in to say, oh, but you can't do that because. I can't do that because the garage is a mess. So I've put myself in a half an hour slot for a 20-minute HIIT session, which I used to do, because I'm going to spend 10 minutes moving the stuff. And it really is that simple. But it's taken me 6 weeks to work it out. So that's happening. So when I post episode 7 on Sunday, so I will do this quickly this week and get it done, or Saturday or Friday it's supposed to be. I'm really out of sync. I will have done some exercise and I will get into it. I'm doing my steps. I bought this really cool bottle. Look at this. So on brand. Exactly 500 millilitres of water in there, and it keeps cool all day, so it makes it more fun to drink. So the water intake's good. I'm not drinking as much. I actually ran out of water in here. The place is full of empty bottles of water. That is literally everywhere. So I'm doing all that. Not really eating much shit. This week's been difficult. My friend's not been very well, and it's really brought it home. She had a heart attack. Some of it's down to stressful life, and some of it's down to smoking. It's not something I've done, but I have cardiac issues in my family. It's kind of brought it home that I need to look after myself, and I'm overweight, and I'm running around playing football with my son at the weekend, and I'm doing it, and I've got some good exercise there, but I'm knackered, and I don't want to be like that. So it's really brought it home. So tomorrow is definitely going to have an exercise. And one thing I learned last week is I went to 4 networking meetings last week. That's 4 cooked breakfasts, 4 full English breakfasts. And a lot of that stuff is okay, you know, if you make it yourself, but it's just full of grease. It's at shitty pubs and places like that. And I need to work out a way of not having that food. Eating before I go would be the obvious one, really, because it really is bad food, and I do a lot of it. It's not something I can stop doing. It's good for my business. So I need to work out a way of replacing that, taking my own. The Continental's always shit. I mean, that just ends up being bread and jam. That's just as bad for you as far as I can see, and I'll be hungry and then end up eating crap on the way. I have been having vegetables. I had some really good chicken soup today. I've had spinach this week, so I'm adding good things in. It's just I need to up the volume on it now. We are halfway through the 12 weeks that I'm going to do, which is going to continue. So I'm going to up the volume on it a little bit. So tomorrow, exercise. I'm going to continue to drink the water that I'm doing, which is making a difference, but I've slipped into eating crap food for breakfast, so I need to replace that, and it has to be something I like to replace. I've got really nice Jordan's sort of muesli crunch thing I have for breakfast, which is pretty good for you, and I have that every day now instead of Weetabix. I have it instead of other stuff. I'm going to have to replace it for networking breakfast as well. So that's the plan. Not as far forward as I wanted to be, because life, but I've just realised how to get around life. It's just add it into my life. And if I have to put into my calendar, drink water, eat healthy lunch, then I'll do that, because if it isn't in there, it doesn't happen. So it is in there now. There's no reason why I couldn't make this a weekly thing. So there you go. Week 6. Not really that far ahead because my life's in the way of it, but I've just realised I need to add it into my life, not walk around it. Thanks for watching. See you for week 7.